Hello and good Monday to all of you who are watching this. On Monday, we're going to continue our series today on the priority of prayer. Have you ever been in a car with someone who is driving and they love to gawk? What happens to that car when they take their eyes off of the road? It tends to go off the road. It veers in the wrong direction. I was with friends one time and we were looking for a movie theater and we had to park our car and we began to walk down the sidewalk. As we began to walk down the sidewalk, we noticed that there was a Hooters on the right and the theater was just past that restaurant. Many of us made sure we kept our eyes forward and we were able to locate the theater. But there were a few of us where Hooters, the restaurant, unfortunately caught their attention. And they walked right by us and the theater, missing the location of where they were going. Now, why did that occur? Their eyes were focused on the wrong thing. Today, I want to read to you in 2 Corinthians 4:8. It says, "So we fix our eyes not on what is seen, but on what is unseen. Since what is seen is temporary, but what is unseen is eternal." Where is our focus right now? Where are our eyes looking? I don't know about you, but during this pandemic, there have been many things that has tried to get my attention. And in fact, this concerned me because I was seeing many people losing focus and fixing their eyes on the physical things instead of the spiritual things, which is actually why I started this series, Priority of Prayer. I felt that the only way we could truly fix our eyes on Jesus, fix our eyes on things unseen, was to make prayer a priority. Now, I'm not going to downplay what has occurred this year. There have been over 500,000 people who have lost their lives because of a virus. There has been issues of racism. There has been issues of injustice, of things that have occurred in 2020 and 2021 that we would soon want to forget. Now, just because my eyes are focused on Jesus, does that mean that I don't care about those things and worries and concerns about this world? No. What prayer does, though, and this is what I would like to talk to you about, when we make prayer a priority, what it often begins to do is it allows for us to find what we need in order to make wise, loving, and healthy decisions, even in the midst of extreme difficulties. Have you made prayer a priority during these very difficult times? I believe that my focus and our focus as a church of making sure our priority and gaze is fixed on Jesus has allowed for us to make wise, loving, and healthy decisions. In fact, the things that I've noticed in my time as leading as a pastor in a time of a pandemic where I can't reach out to anyone who has been through a pandemic before while leading a church because they weren't alive when this occurred before. And so what I've learned in my time of focusing my eyes and gaze on Jesus and making prayer a priority, I have found the courage and the wisdom to lead, I feel, the way the Lord has asked me to lead. Now, does this mean that I made perfect decisions? Of course not. But it has allowed for us to move forward as a church. It has allowed for us not to have any outbreaks at this church and location. It has allowed for us, as we saw a couple weeks ago, seeing baptisms, even during a pandemic, seeing new families come to our church. Because here's what I believe, and this is why, we have allowed ourselves, no matter what the world tries to tell us to focus on, no matter what everyone else is trying to get us to take away our gaze from God and instead on them, we have not allowed for that to happen because we've made prayer a priority. But here's my challenge. Will you continue to make prayer a priority, even if things go back to normal. I want us to understand that during this difficult time, during this trial, during these uncertain times, we have learned the practice and discipline of making prayer a priority. Will we continue to do so if life gets back to normal? My challenge, as I've already said, is for you to make the practice, the discipline of prayer a priority in your life, so that no matter what, your gaze, your eyes will always be focused on God, so that we, no matter what we face, will make the wise, loving, and healthy decision as we continue to do life on this earth, waiting for Jesus to return or for this body to come to an end. Will you make prayer a priority no matter what circumstance you find yourself in, so that you can make the decisions you need to lead your life, to lead your family, to lead your church, to lead your community and your loved ones and your neighbors to come and to know Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior? So I ask, will you make prayer a priority no matter what is happening? And may we learn to always fix our gaze on Him. And may we never allow anything else to come in between our eyesight of us and Jesus. Thanks for joining us today.